Don't you see, Butters? Teaching people to think of their brand just makes more people like them. This whole thing is wrong. They're telling you guys to reduce yourself into products.
Hey guys! So funny bumping into you.
Yeah, I mean, we all live here now, so not that funny.
We're just performers instead of human beings.
He's right. Trying to make ourselves into a brand just turned us into products. We don't need to be a brand, do we?
We couldn't get jobs and we ran out of money. We ate chicken out of bowls and rode in big cars full of smelly people to something called work. Every day was a new nightmare.
Hey! You ever heard of a thing called privacy?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Will you two just shut up and go away?
Cereal! And yes, you have to pay for everything, Harry. Life is hard. Most people struggle.
I have red hair. I know struggle.
Park County Police Station, what's your emergency?
Yeah, the neighbors across the street are setting off fireworks and it's 10:30 at night.
Oh, is it the Prince of Canada and his wife who just want to be left alone?
Yeah, come on, honey. We don't need this place.
Honey?
Okay, just when everyone thought the buzz around that first storyboard leak was finally dying down, boom! South Park fans dropped an even juicier bombshell. Oh, you won't believe it. Another wave of animation frames started spreading like wildfire. This time, the quality was insane. We're talking crystal clear, watermarked, full color, full-on chaos. And no, people weren't chalking these up to fan art or sneaky AI mischief. These were real and brutal. Honestly, they made the first leak look like a polite jab. The new images, they were downright savage.
How dare you, sir! My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy!
Now let's talk about what everyone's gasping over. One viral frame shows Meghan, cartoon Meghan, lounging like a diva on a throne made out of shattered wine bottles, each one labeled with her past flop brands. Oh yes, Pearl, Spotify, Bench, all right there. And in her lap, a scroll saying Duchess of Influencing. Her eyes crossed out with pink dollar signs. And she's screaming grace into a golden mic like it's her Grammy moment, while bored villagers in the crowd are literally scrolling their phones. Oof. And Harry? Oh, poor Harry. He's cartooned out in a therapy room, crouching on the floor, holding a massive baby bottle that literally says validation. Behind him, a huge banner reading, still spare. His cartoon therapist scribbling away under a heading, crisis of narrative. This wasn't satire. This was character assassination, with a laugh track.
What the hell? What did he just say? He victimized me! It's because I'm an ethnic woman! He can't do that! I'll see. Wait, you're ethnic? This is an outrage! We'll just see how he deals with my blue...
Fans went absolutely feral. Reddit blew up. One person wrote, I expected a roast. I didn't expect a total takedown. TikTok lit up within hours. People made motion edits, added dramatic violin music, and remixed it with clips from that iconic Oprah interview. Millions of views poured in like a tidal wave. But here's the wild twist. None of this was even in the original teaser, meaning these were being strategically leaked. Someone inside the animation team was deliberately feeding the chaos, and fans started noticing, comparing watermarks, timestamps, all of it. And guess what? They're not all coming from the same person. This wasn't one rogue insider. Multiple people were leaking. Let that sink in.
If it's truly what we want, then we really can get away from it all. No more magazines and Netflix shows. We really can live a normal life. Yes, I'm sure you agree.
Soon, Oscar's spoiled Sussex started trending like wildfire. Influencers were split. Some shocked, others loving the mess. And many couldn't stop laughing at how this had spiraled from a simple gag to a full-blown cultural event. This wasn't just some roast anymore. South Park was on a mission. And the worst part? The leaks confirmed exactly what Meghan's team was praying wasn't true. This wasn't a quick joke. This wasn't a 20-second zing. This was a total takedown. Everything was fair game. The rosé rebrand, the mental health message, Harry's identity crisis, all torched. And the episode hadn't even aired yet. The panic turned to desperation fast.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Will you two just shut up and go away?
The moment these new leaks dropped, Archewell hit the panic button. Again. But this time, the tone was different. Not just freaked out, furious. One person close to Meghan's legal squad claimed they launched what they called a double-down protocol. Picture this. Top-tier lawyers, cease and desist letters flying out the door, frantic emails to Comedy Central and South Park producers demanding explanations. But here's the kicker. The damage was already done. According to insiders from the post-production team, the final episode had been wrapped and delivered a week before the leaks even surfaced, meaning Meghan's team was trying to stop a train that had already left the station. They were sending threats to a finished product. One industry insider was blunt. The show's done. The network has it. Not a single frame is changing. And worse, word started getting around that Meghan's lawyers were tossing around heavy phrases like targeted harassment and reputational harm. And to South Park's creators, that's basically an open invitation to go even harder. They live for this. Pushback? That's just more fuel for their fire.
Just have to find a way to make £50 billion on our own.
Soon after, social media exploded again, this time with the hashtag #cease and desist Meghan. People were roasting the idea that a cartoon could be shut down because it bruised someone's brand. TikTok users were staging fake courtroom scenes with Meghan begging for cartoon edits. One of them imagined her being cross-examined by Cartman. That one alone? Over 1 million views? And now Meghan's team was stuck. Speak up? You confirm the leaks are legit. Stay quiet? The fire keeps spreading. They tried positive press? Rejected. Even friendly media outlets were saying, nope, we're not getting dragged into this satire mess. One publicist nailed it. You can't fight shadows with spotlights. South Park thrives in the dark.
Hey, can you two keep it down?
Hey! You ever heard of a thing called privacy?
By this point, Archewell's crisis managers were freaking out. This wasn't just a PR issue anymore, it was cultural. And you know what? By day 3, it was official. Things had spiraled way out of their control. What started as a few cheeky leaks had morphed into a meme war, and Meghan and Harry were losing, badly. TikTok became a battlefield. Creators were editing those cartoon clips with Meghan's Spotify voiceovers, Oprah interview soundbites, and even mock trailers for the leaked episode. And they weren't even waiting for the show to air. They were building their own narratives using leaked content and dramatic music. This wasn't just backlash, it was creative vengeance.
Jesus, what did they do to you?
One spoof trailer called Still Spare the Sequel got over 2 million views in under 12 hours. The internet was on fire, and the hashtag #spoiled Sussex ? Oh, that was just climbing the charts by the minute. Memes were everywhere. There was one of cartoon Meghan launching a perfume called Victim Number, 5 inches while Harry stood next to her with a bag labeled Emergency Rebrand Kit. Even old Meghan fan pages were switching sides. One posted, I wanted to defend her, but this is becoming parody-proof. It racked up almost 100,000 likes. Even Instagram influencers were chiming in with sarcastic reels, sipping rosé and pretending to meditate through the chaos. Beauty vloggers joked that Meghan's new aesthetic was cartoon chaos in a vintage bottle. You can't make this up. And here's the scariest part for Meghan and Harry. They couldn't stop it. The memes were coming faster than any official message could. Ignoring it only made things worse. Silence wasn't strength, it was gasoline.
What happened to your ring?
I gave it to the working people.
We're the working people!
Behind the scenes, Archewell's digital team was in freefall. They were supposed to monitor sentiment trends, but by the time they flagged something as viral, it had already mutated into 5 new memes. One ex-staffer reportedly said, we couldn't keep up. We'd brief Meghan on one trend, and 10 minutes later, it was something even more unhinged. And here's the dagger. People started going back to watch the original South Park episode. Yep, viewers were comparing the new leaks to the old jokes. That's when reality hit the Sussex team like a truck. This wasn't just another roast, it was a franchise. South Park wasn't just mocking Meghan and Harry, they were turning them into recurring characters. That's the death blow for any celebrity obsessed with brand control. Because now, they're not a hot topic. They're a cartoon trope. They've gone from trending to timeless. But for all the wrong reasons.
How many more princes and his wives have to live in his nightmare?
And just when you think it couldn't get worse, it does. Apparently Harry, sweet, lost, isolated Harry, started making panicked phone calls from Montecito. Meghan was still deep in legal mode, but Harry? He was looking for help, real help. He reached out to old royal contacts, people who once had his back during the UK tabloid wars. One source said he even tried calling a former royal advisor, the discreet kind, someone who knew how to handle mess quietly. He also tried contacting a Netflix executive he'd once clicked with during early production meetings. But the calls? Crickets. No one called back. Ouch. Why the silence? According to someone inside the royal circle, it's not cruelty, it's survival. Basically, no one wants to end up animated. No one wants their name dragged into a South Park punchline. Can you blame them?
I'm sorry, I need a drink.
And poor Harry, he took that silence hard. A friend allegedly overheard him venting, saying, it's like they've all disappeared, no one will help us anymore. It spiraled fast. He even floated the idea of releasing a personal blog post, separate from Meghan's team. Just something small, quiet, a way to reclaim some dignity. But guess what? His team shut it down instantly. It'll make us look weak, one advisor warned. And worse, it confirms the leaks are real. So now Harry's stuck, frozen. While cartoon versions of him clutching a baby bottle named Validation go viral, his friends go radio silent. Not because they've turned on him, but because they're afraid of being collateral comedy. He was once the bold rebel prince. Now, he's just alone in the dark. And according to insiders who've seen the rest of the leaked episode, the next scenes are even worse. And while memes were exploding, real damage was happening. Quietly, behind the scenes. Multiple entertainment and branding sources say several key deals tied to Meghan and Harry are on pause, or even scrapped completely. The first hit came from the wellness space. 2 mid-tier brands, one in skincare and the other a meditation app, had been in talks with Meghan's team. Well, not anymore. Both hit the brakes days after the latest South Park frames leaked. A leaked consultant email said it bluntly. Associating with Meghan Markle right now invites risk. Parody, ridicule, meme exposure. Clients want elegance, not chaos. Brutal, but accurate. And that wasn't even the worst of it. One streaming giant, not Netflix but a rival, had been eyeing a new docu-style project with Meghan. The vibe? Quiet luxury meets soft branding. Yeah, no, that project is officially shelved. Not delayed, shelved, done. Reason? Satirical volatility. Translation: no one wants to invest in a show where the star is already a global meme before the trailer drops. A luxury brand exec didn't sugarcoat it. They're not toxic, they're laughable, and laughable doesn't sell. Even the sure thing deals are now stalling. Archewell's podcast team had been shopping a new format post-Spotify, but they're hearing crickets from studios that once seemed interested. And Meghan's wine line? Technically independent, yes, but word is, high-profile influencers don't want to touch it. One fashion blogger straight up said at a press event, "I'm not getting cartooned holding that bottle." This isn't about backlash anymore. It's about ridicule. Brands are terrified of becoming South Park's next sight gag. Meghan's own circle is divided. Some are saying they need a total PR reset. Disappear, go sincere, stop posting. Others say it's too late. The satire's too deep now. Once you become parody-proof, you've lost the narrative forever. And that's where we are. Meghan and Harry built their brand on podcasts, publishing, and prestige. And now, it's all cracking under the weight of a cartoon. Meanwhile, across the pond, the palace is sipping tea and smirking. No statements, no comment. Just that classic, chilly royal silence. And insiders say that's the whole point. A royal aide said Prince William has seen the storyboards. He's been briefed. And his response? Just a smirk. He didn't say a word. But that smirk? Oh, in royal language, that's a full-blown told you so. And it's not just Will. Staffers at Kensington and Clarence House have been passing around memes on WhatsApp. Yes, actual memes. One favorite? Meghan and Harry's cartoon faces with the caption, "Privacy, please." Unless you've got brand deals. Even courtiers are getting in on it. Quietly, of course. The monarchy doesn't clap back. They wait. And according to palace insiders, that patience is paying off. This, all of this, is being seen as consequences. Karma with a laugh track. The royal rota, the official press pack covering all things monarchy, has been oddly silent too. No dramatic editorials, no heartfelt think pieces defending Meghan and Harry, just a couple of bland headlines about leaked storyboards, framed as curious, not concerned. Silence, when it comes from Buckingham Palace, isn't just quiet, it's strategic. And right now, it's working. But just when you think this whole saga couldn't get more brutal, enter the rest of the comedy world. Because South Park didn't just throw the first punch, they opened the floodgates. Suddenly, every late-night show host had Sussex jokes locked and loaded. Jimmy Kimmel kept hammering it, saying Meghan's rosé had the same aftertaste as her podcast. Forgettable, with hints of victimhood. Stephen Colbert? He dropped a fake promo for Still Spare, now with less dignity. Fallon threw shade with a fake worldwide privacy tour joke that had the audience howling. It didn't stop there. South Park isn't scared. If anything, they're energized. Comedy Central is thrilled with the buzz. The ratings projections? Through the roof. There are even whispers they might bump up the air date to ride the chaos wave. Meghan and Harry? Powerless to stop it. South Park fans launched a countdown clock on Reddit. YouTubers are posting breakdowns. Journalists are dissecting Trey's "what didn't leak" line like it's Pentagon intel. This is no longer just about a cartoon. It's a cultural reckoning. Meghan, like it or not, is the lead actress in a story she didn't write, and definitely didn't approve. When the creators themselves are mocking you live on stage, you've lost the plot.